Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today is May 9, 2025. We are going through the list of growth stocks. Right here we have a spreadsheet that shows the number of stocks that follow is 344 right now. These growth stocks here are in uptrend 222, so pretty consistent the whole week here. Within 1% of the short-term moving averages, around 30 to 40, and downtrend there's about 88 to 90 here. So overall, the week to about 70% that are still in uptrend. So still pretty good. So I'm gonna go over the list now. So this is ranked by performance from April 7th. That was the last low day, and to now, which is slightly a month now, right? So we 3 weeks into the earnings, a lot of stocks like they can move around in terms of ranking, and some of them are probably no longer on this list if they're less than 10% earnings growth in general for the next 4 quarters. And so here we have HIMS, number one here with 87% gain. So HIMS here we have 6 cents to 15 cents next quarter, and then again same thing 16, 11 to 18, 20 to 29. So it's a nice growth, and sales are also stable. You can see it going up on the weekly chart here, and then on the daily chart, the 10-day slope is very strong. We are quite extended. So this parallel line, this horizontal line here is the where the 10-day is right now. So you can see it's quite a big difference. So obviously quite extended. However, right now the best growth stocks are just trying to go, right? So as you see, I have the markers here are showing that I have trimmed a little bit. But as it comes close to the 10-day, maybe there's opportunity to add here as well. Next rank number 2 is Duolingo at 72% performance gains. This also have really strong earnings moving forward. You see it goes up to $1 here. Nice sales figure, and this one is already broken out from traditional buy point. It's about 16% movement so far from this trigger right here, and again very similar, very extended from the 10-day. So perhaps can wait for a small pullback here before to maybe add to it or to even enter a new position. Next we have rank number 3, MGNI, 65% gains. This one reported this week, and really powerful move. Again, very strong earnings here going forward, climbing up to as high as 39 cents here in the next 3 quarters here. It's bouncing back from a very sharp correction right here, and this is the earnings gap right there. Again, very extended. So it did reverse on Friday from a high there. So we'll wait for this pullback as the 10-day catches up on this slope right there. So we're getting close to it. So maybe there's an opportunity to get in there once we get closer to 10-day. Next we have STRL at 62% performance gain. This one is building heavy construction, another strong performer. Earnings starting to come down, so it does have a slower earnings in the 4th quarter. So this could be on my list after this run. So as it running right now towards the previous high right here, and it's a pretty strong 10-day moving average slope here as well. So we did bounce off on Friday from the low, so this could be an opportunity to add if Monday continue the bounce. 5 also slightly earnings still good, but it's starting to come down to lower growth here, 7% in the 4th quarter. So it did reverse from the earnings news. So right here, the gap up originally, but then it fell the next day. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I did trim a little bit here, quite extended. So we'll see when it comes back here. Maybe there might be a bounce here. So we have SITM, 54% performance, making new high on Friday. Here we are on the 10-day moving average. Very sharp slope, again, very extended. That's the problem with a lot of growth stocks right now. They look quite extended. So we may be near a short-term another pullback that could be happening. So we have to be cautious about that. Number 7, we have Palantir. So Palantir recently pulled back at right here on the earnings. Very big drop there, but so far it has been bouncing back. It looks pretty good. Even Friday it closed more in the upper range. So let's go to the intraday. You can see here on Thursday we bounce, and then Friday we come down, but then we also bounce back. So it's not the worst, but hopefully it can hold. And number 8, we have MYRG with 47% gain in the building maintenance area. So this one also gap up on earnings, very strong on the right side of the base here. It's coming back up. The 10-day slope very strong. Again, look at this action right here after the gap up. It does not want to come down to the 10-day. Instead, it went sideways as the 10-day comes up. Very powerful. I think if we do come out of this zone, it's another buying opportunity. Next, we have VRT in the electrical power equipment group. This was a leader in the last run right here, and then we formed this base, and then we fell, came back all the way down, and so far we've been climbing this 10-day moving average. And it looks, I mean, the chart is very condensed. That's why it doesn't look like it make a big move. But if you can see here at the low here was 50, and now we're back to 94. So it is a big move. So again, we are sitting near the 10-day. So hopefully we can bounce from here. Next we have BTSG in the medical outpatient home care. So here's the 10-day slope, very strong slope here. Here's a pullback right here, but then it closed in the middle range, and then the next day it didn't make a new low, and then it climbed again. So it looks like it's trying to resume the uptrend here. Top 10, and then going forward we'll skip some of this. Feel free to look at it at your own time. We have XMTR, machinery stuff, and this is at 45% gain. SNCY, transportation airline, 44% gain. SMTC, electrical semiconductor fabless, with 44% gain. And then we have ARLO hitting a new high right here in the security area. So this has a huge earnings move right here. It gap up and crosses this 200-day moving average. Very powerful move. Earnings are going from 10 cents to 15 cents, 11 to 16 cents. So it's really growing pretty stable here, and the sales are also increasing. Very sharp right side of the base bounce back here. Live ranked number 16, 42% gain in the computer software desktop. APP 41% gain in the software enterprise. CRDO in the network solutions. So CRDO is also bouncing back. Here's the 10-day slope here. Looks pretty strong. So this at the lows was 30. Now it's back to $50. So pretty good move. You can see some of the even volume on Friday down volume is much lower than Thursday's up volume. So that's another good sign. Next we have natural grocers, NGVC is the symbol, and we have a huge gap out on earnings. So this comes after a big pullback here. The cup with handle pattern. This moment it is very extended. So next we have grinder. It was doing very well until the earnings came out, and we have a very crazy day here. In the morning it pretty much gapped down and then pushed back all the way up to pretty much near the previous day's low area. So you can see big gap down, came back up. Yeah, very incredible reversal. Next we have rank 22 TAM here, 40% in the medical research area. TVTX, this one is still in a downtrend. It has corrected a little bit, and so here you can see it's a nice uptrend, and then it pulls back. So far it's sitting near, just like slightly at the 10-day here. So we'll see if we can bounce. But Friday was a reversal, so it wasn't as good. So here's the intraday was up and then came back down. So not a good sign. Next we have AVPT rank 24 with 39% gain, also making new high. This is in the database area, also gap out on earnings on the right side of the base. Traditional buy points around close to $20. So we'll see. Right now it's obviously a little bit extended, but it might consolidate here, pull back, and then maybe take off again. 5 CECO here, pollution control, and then we have MOS ranked 26 with 38% gain in the chemicals agricultural, and this one is super strong in terms of the slope here. You can see it's like closer to 55 or even close to 60-degree angle, and we did have a pullback right here, and that was the earnings day, and then it reversed, and from there on it has been falling through. And again, very extended. You can see the 10 days right there. So there's a high chance of a pullback whenever stocks get extended. Next we have CRS ranked 27 in the steel specialty alloys. ATGE making new high in the service education area. So this one has a nice breakout right here, and then this is the breakout right there, and then it pulled back so slightly, and then it gets closer to the 10-day right here, and then we have this earnings gap up on Friday. So very powerful move. The MTZ building heavy construction, 30 AEIS with 37% gain, semiconductor equipment group, and then at rank 31 we have road hitting a new high in the heavy construction area as well. Here's the chart, nice round base coming back on the right side. Earnings came out on Friday, and it has a very positive move. It is a little bit extended right now, so we'll see if it might follow through and comes to this line before it starts to pull back here. Next we have rank 32 APG in security, 33 HWM, aerospace defense, PAHC ranked 34, making new high in the ethical drugs area. Here's the chart, the gap up right here very strongly. It goes, way past the 200-day moving average. And then here's the traditional pie point. So we still have a long way to climb, but at this moment it does look extended. So Friday we did see a slight reversal, but it could just sit tight here, wait for the 10-day to catch up, and then it keep going after that. We have AVGO in the semiconductor fabless, 36 GTLS, up 34% in the oil and gas machinery equipment group. It is making new highs right now. We have this recent pullback. Again, it didn't touch the 10-day. The slope is pretty strong, and so far it's been falling through. And after breaking above this 200-day moving average, so it's now above all the moving averages. So it looks really good. We have AU, a gold star. It is bouncing back a little bit. 38 SOFI also in the finance consumer loans, ranked 39. COHR making new high in electronic parts, coherent here. So again, this one slope looks pretty good. It does come back to the 10-day line moving average quite often. So right now it's trying to, it did find resistance here on Friday as well at the top here. So we need to break above that. We have EXTR in the computer networking, rank 41, LOAR. This one is currently pulling back. It also is reporting this coming week in aerospace defense. Rank 42, we have SHAK making a new high in the restaurants chain here. And this one also very strong 10-day moving average. Look at that. It's been continued to ride, pretty much in a pretty nice uptrend line right now. 43, we have SIM in the machinery general industrial. 44, now computer software enterprise. And 45, TOST making a new high in the credit card payment area. So TOST broke out right here of a nice cup and handle pattern right here. So very nice. Look at how tight this was trading. It broke above it after reporting earnings, and it might even came above the traditional pie point, but looks like it needs to hold here for a little bit as the 10-day catch up before it bounces again. At rank 46 we have Snow in the computer software enterprise. For rank 47, ARES, Finance Investment Management. CLS, rank 48, Electrical Contract Manufacturing. NU in the foreign bank area. MTSI, Semiconductor Manufacturing. And NFLX in the leisure movie related. OKTA Security. This one is really strong uptrend right here. Look at how it never touched the 10-day, and it just continued to climb. Friday it looks like it's giving back a little, so there might be an opportunity coming up if it bounces right there. Next we have CRSR rank 54 at about 30% gain at computer hardware peripheral. This one, it has corrected a lot. It bounced back, pulled back again, and then right now we do have a pretty short climb here. So we'll see how it goes. Next we have 56 RCL in leisure service, Q2 computer software financial, and then we have STX in the data storage area. This one also have a very sharp angle moving up. Again, so far hasn't touched the 10-day. It's just trying to cross the 200-day right now. Next we have another software financial stock. This one also climbing at LKT. It bounced right here very strong. Looks like it's holding the gain, so it looks good. Then we have Samsara in the database, enterprise software area. This is also riding the 10-day moving average very nicely. Look at Friday, it didn't want to come down. It closed near the top. We have STNE in the finance area. It is pulling back right now. Rank 62, we have GE still in an uptrend, and rank 63 ATAT making a new high as well in the leisure lodging area. It is bouncing back pretty strong right now. This was probably the first entry point, and then here it climbs above 50-day without any problem, and then it followed through, but it did reverse as again 10 days just too far away. It's gonna wait till the 10-day catches up here. We have SC retail internet, and then 65 TT in the machinery area, and then 66 we have Dell making new high in the computer hardware. So here's Dell climbing, not as fast, but again, I think the chart might be a little bit squeezed here. We have $66 here. We are coming back to 95, so it's coming back pretty strong. So far, it's been holding up above the 10-day here as well. Then we have Tesla. Tesla make a big move on Friday here, coming out of this 200-day. If it can hold, it probably will fall through. So we'll wait for that volume to come in as well. At 69, ARWR is pulling back a little bit. Biotech. 70, we have RELY in the financial service area. So this one has come back from the earnings gap up right here. And Friday it did reverse. Again, 10-day is pretty low here, so it could come back to the 10-day. We'll see how it reacts near that line. Next is 71 FSS, security area. 72, we have TIGO in the telecom service area. TIGO also did very similar thing like Grindr. It reported and then it came all the way back down to the near the 50-day line, and then bounced all the way back up, and then the next day it followed through. Very powerful move. It shakes out all the weak holders, and then now it's making new highs again. Next we have at 73 REVG making new high in the building mobile manufacturing area. So this one just crossed the traditional buy point. The 10-day slope looks really good. It looks like it's very stable, moving uptrend. 74 we have Telio, software enterprise. 75 we have Pod making new high in the medical products area. So this one came out of a very long base here. And on Friday, the earnings gap up was very powerful. You can see it shot all the way past through, gap up all the way past the traditional buy point. This was a big move, 20%. Obviously, it's standard right now, but yeah, it could be something to watch in the future. At 76, we have ITT, Machinery General Industrial. 77, we have TBPK in the Bank Northeast area. Here's the Bank Corp, and it came out this like kind of 50-day line, trend line here. Came out, and then it hasn't moved too much yet. It's holding tight. There is some resistance here at the 200-day, so if it does come above it, it will be very positive. At 78, we have MU in the computer data storage. This is Micron Technology. It has a long-term resistance level, and then it broke down. Then it came back up. So far, it's been obeying the 10-day very well. And right now, it just came above 50-day now, holding for 2 days. So it's possible it's going to come back up to 200-day. In the metal mining ores, Tzu, leisure travel booking, LPLA making new high in financial investment bankers. Here's LPLA, very strong move here. Look at the 10-day. It did gap up on the earnings on Friday, so now it looked a little bit extended. So we'll see how it goes as it comes near the 10-day moving average. 82 with IRM, service document management, Chef, food miscellaneous preparation, CDRE, security safety, LAS, finance investment bankers, Spotify, computer software education, it's basically media here. Upstart pulls back a little bit. It also reported LSPD, software enterprise, SPNT in the insurance area, ACVA, automobile, and RNG 91. This is in the software enterprise making new high. So right here, this is another big one that has corrected a lot now. It comes back here and then it is accelerating a little bit, and we'll see how it reacts now. It is extended, so we'll see. Then we have 92 light telecom fiber optics APEI. This is also service education area. So this is a traditional buy point right here. It came out this week, and it has been able to follow through. We do have earnings coming out in 3 days, so that's the risk right there. Then we have EFT in finance credit card, LRN, consumer service education, SAP. This one is pulling back in the software enterprise, Miniso in the retail discount. This is a Chinese stock. So we see this trend line down here, very strong pullback. So far, it's been bouncing back really nicely, and it was able to gap up above 200-day here as well. Next, oil gas field services, BBAR, Banks Foreign, CCL, Leisure Services. So those are your top 100 stocks. As you go down the list, there's a lot more stocks making new highs. It's dedicated by this column here that is highlighted. So we're ETN making new highs here in diversified operations. We also have Microsoft here. It didn't make new high, but it looks pretty good. Then we have FICO here making new highs here. Computer Software Financial, and Citigroup both also making new highs here. We have WPM, another gold stock here. Then we have ADI, HCI here making new highs. Cargo also making new highs. Feel free to go through these names on your own time. I'm just gonna read out the ones that are making new high. HR, Yelp, FLS, Iron, NWS here, and then there's more. As we go down here, we have ABSK, RAM, EQT, SF, WX, BK. Then we have EY, TW, PINS, AMP, EQH. Oops, no, that one didn't make new high here. ENSG, CSL. Then we have MVGS, RBC, Gport, TKO. We have Penumbra here, Adobe, HAE, and then we have AR here. Still lots of stocks making new recent high. DKing, RIG, Inpi, RRC, Zebra, EXE, NICE, NOA, HHH, MLNK, OII, MNST here. And then as you go down the list, we are starting to get into the 300s, and more of this are still in downtrend mode. So yeah, so overall, we have about 70% of stocks still in uptrend, so that's a good sign. Of course, things can change very fast, so we gotta watch what the tariff news look like, especially between US and China. That will probably come out over this weekend. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Hope you get some good ideas who are the leaders today. And yeah, thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.